ha, meh, ha, meh, ha. I can't deal with a burly Goku sounding like that. Oh my god. Caught Tam. Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 30 of the Maydaysan Talks podcast. And today we're talking about, I guess it's still about Japan, because you all know how it is. We ain't talking about video games and stuff anymore. We got the gaming channel for that, and make sure you subscribe to that. Comment section down below. But we're talking about Dragon Ball and how the differences between like Japanese Dragon Ball and English Dragon Ball. But more importantly, what we're really talking about here is I'm late as F, but I finally finished Dragon Ball Super. I know it's been 3 years since it's aired in Japan, and everybody's kind of been finished that for like a year now, and I finished it literally today, like a few hours ago. I just came home from after work right now, and legit, it's good, man. It was good. I finally understand what I missed out on now. And you may be wondering, why did you wait so long? Mason, why'd you wait so long to watch Dragon Ball Super? You're so behind. Yo, one of the main reasons why I watched Dragon Ball Super late is because I wanted to watch it in English. Which brings me to the first topic, okay? I refuse to watch Dragon Ball, okay? I refuse to watch Dragon Ball in Japanese. I can't. I just can't. I mean, I understand it, why some people would like it, but I can't, man. Because for me, Dragon Ball is one of those animes where I grew up with that. I remember waiting in the basement 8 o'clock every night. 8 o'clock every night on YTV. Dragon Ball, man. Dragon Ball Z. What a dragon! Dragon Ball Z! What a dragon! Like, Dragon Ball was my go-to anime when I was a kid. And I grew up with certain expectations. Like Goku, bro. The first time I ever heard Goku in Japanese, which was like maybe when I first came to Japan, but before I even lived here, like when I visited here, bro, I was off that. Like, what? Why does he sound like that? Why does he sound like a kid? He's like, 俺は孫悟空だ。俺はお前を倒すぞ。かめはめha! Like, I can't, like, and you just see this burly Goku. Like, I can't deal with a burly Goku sounding like that. And to top it off, Gohan sounds exactly the same. What? How does Gohan sound exactly the same? So I saw a clip of Goku fighting Gohan. It's weird. It's just like, Gohan! They literally sounded the same. Like, I grew up with Goku sounding like this, all right? Sounding like, all right, Gohan, give it everything you got. Don't hold back. And then Gohan is like, yeah, Dad, don't hold back on me. We gotta save the universe. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, that's why I had to wait. And which is the very first thing I wanted to talk about with Dragon Ball Super, where the voice acting was really, really good. It was amazing. And standard, Goku Vegeta sounding great. Actually, I don't mind Japanese Vegeta. He actually sounds pretty good. I just can't stand Goku. I understand why they want Goku to sound like that, because he's apparently a kid and he never grew up. But why they make him and Gohan and Goten sound exactly the same? That's just job security. That's got to be job security. There's no way. I don't even understand the logic. But anyway, their personalities aren't even that much the same either. So the voice acting was really good in Dragon Ball Super. They kind of changed the tone up, because Dragon Ball Z was very compared to Super, it was a lot darker, Dragon Ball Z. And this one, even though the stakes were literally universal, it was a lot more lighthearted. They made Goku look like an idiot, and there's a lot more jokes, a lot more comedy. So they're kind of going back to roots with Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball, where it's more about a comedy action thing. And then Dragon Ball Z was like super serious, and now Dragon Ball Super is a nice balance of both, which was good. I especially liked about like Goku when he did the Kamehameha. Like, it's just like Kamehame. It's like when he's in God form, it like sounds like cool. They use like pitch effects and stuff. Really get that oomph behind it, man. I was like, and when he's like going in hard, like it's really, really good. Like there's nothing more satisfying than that. Much better than, for me anyway, much better than much better than me. But I understand why people would like that. Like also like the action and the pacing of Dragon Ball Super was like pretty good to be honest, for the most part. Like less talking and standing there for 30 minutes and more scrapping. Mind you, the scrapping was pretty generic. Like they would just usually do the first punch, then do the fast fight thing, and then they go jump around because they're lazy with the animations or whatever. And then they always get the one punch in, and then they take a break, talk for 30 minutes, do a speech, and then it got a little bit formulaic, but they still kind of, you know, they threw in a few plot twists here and there, which was enough to shake it up, especially in the Tournament of Power. Speaking of animation though, like, dude, the animation was so inconsistent. Like, like especially just the quality. Some of the characters would look like derp, like and some of the characters who had like their eyes aren't even leveled together. Their eyes are like, one is like, hey, look at me, like it was bad. And then sometimes the characters would look like they have eyeliner on, especially the androids, and then they look like they're normal. Like it felt like there were like 5 different people drawing it from frame to frame. Which is true, but it was really, really inconsistent, pretty lazy near the beginning. And I know there's a whole meme about that, saving costs and stuff, but it was pretty meme. It was pretty mean, pretty bad. But near the end, when we got near like Ultra Instinct and the final battle between Jiren and Goku, the animation was pretty top notch. But it did feel like they learned how to, like the animators figured out how to do that like kind of glowy god effect, and they just used it for everything. So it was kind of weird that they did that. It just felt like, oh, let's use this resource. But it was a good combination between like CGI and hand drawn, which was really good. Another good thing I was good about this this anime. Hold on, give me a. Was like the arcs. So number one, I skipped Battle of Gods and I skipped Frieza because I watched those movies, so I didn't need to watch it. And I watched like some filler, but I didn't. No, I skipped it. I skipped all the movies. I watched from 27 to 44, which is like Universe 6, and then I watched 47 to. I watched Goku Black pretty much, and then I watched Tournament of Power. So I want to talk about like Universe 6. Universe 6 was pretty good. Like they actually did a good job like trying to expand the world. They did a good job with that. And the pacing of Universe 6 was like good. And they ended it on cliffhangers, so like you'd think that they would die, or like I really couldn't predict what was going to happen because the stakes are low. So even if they lost, it wouldn't even, nothing really bad would have happened out of it. So I didn't know what to expect. And actually Goku lost against Hit and whatever, and like Gohan like lost too, or he got a draw, and like there was some good storytelling elements in Universe 6, which is good. I can't imagine watching the series without having the next episode being able to binge it. So I was pretty lucky. And I was lucky because when I finished it today, literally episode 131 aired in English, so I was able to complete it completely, which is good. I want to talk about the next one, which is Goku Black. Goku Black? That arc was long, but oh my god, it was so good. Like Goku Black was probably one of the darkest and like more serious Dragon Ball arcs I've ever watched. Like a lot, I can't even put it into words. Like it was just so well done. The character development of Zamasu, like the entire like mystery behind who Goku Black is, they did a really good job explaining it. Like 6 times they had to. Like I'm happy they went for the convoluted, like really time jumpy, future trunks. Like it was good, and it was hard to follow, but I just kind of went with it. I like how they had to go fight and then go back, fight and go back, and there was always something that would stop them in their way, and you didn't have so much OPness. So like as soon as Goku comes to save the day, like, but he wasn't enough. Like it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. They had to keep coming back, keep coming back. And it was cool that they made Trunks the hero in the end of the day. It's cool that they introduced Xenos to like, you know, to solve the problems, and then they opened up 2 new worlds. Like everything kind of connected well together. All the arcs kind of didn't just come out of nowhere. Everything kind of just built up to the Tournament of Power, which was good. I really liked Goku Black. Like the Goku Black thing was really good, really dark, really serious. Like really broke, you know, the formula a lot for Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. Like it was really good. That's probably one of my favorite arcs to watch. And the pacing was really good too. The battles are good. The graphics were good. The transformations are good. Character development was good, especially Future Trunks. Underdog, that was awesome. Talk about what's this next one here? Tournament of Power. Okay, the Tournament of Power, Battle Royale, everyone's fighting, and I think we all know is that the pacing, the actual pacing per episode was good. Like there was a lot of action. It did get a little bit repetitive, and it did get a little annoying, especially with Universe 2 and all the other universes, because we all knew in the end it was gonna be Goku versus Jiren. We all knew it was gonna be, so you're just kind of trying to get through it all and whatever, and you know. You just knew that he was gonna somehow pull through, but actually, thinking about it now, they actually kind of. I thought it was just gonna be Goku by himself, but it ended up being Frieza and Entered 17, which is good. So they kind of, you know, shook up the formula a bit too. Throwing in Frieza in the mix was actually a good one too. Actually, now that I think about it, and I never knew if he was gonna betray or not, if he was gonna be a little bitch or he was gonna help, which is a good way to like keep the pacing and keep you from predicting the plot. That was really nice. All the other universes had their kind of unique kind of spiel, which was nice as well. Universe 2 was hella annoying. Universe 3 was annoying. Universe 6, you know, with the whole Saiyan thing, like, yo, Saiyans are OP, and we were just breaking new levels of power and everything, and which kind of brings me to my next topic, which is like the power scaling. The power scaling in Dragon Ball Super is all over the place, dude. How are you gonna have Super Saiyan Goku Blue fight Krillin, and Krillin is not gonna get destroyed? So, and it just felt like it was just like Super Saiyan Blue just felt like the new Super Saiyan. So, and Android 17, how can Android 17 be as strong as freaking Super Saiyan Blue? And then 17 wasn't enough to fight Cell back in the day. So some of the stuff was kind of weird and kind of just didn't make sense, but I kind of just went with it. And they kind of made Blue the new standard. So it was actually nice to see Red once in a while. But yeah, it was kind of weird. Except for Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct was awesome. I loved Ultra Instinct. And how he can only get it a certain amount of times. I thought I was just going to get it once and that was it. But damn, like I felt like the stakes. And I felt like Goku. I just wanted to give this man a Senzu bean, man. Like he was just getting it. He was just getting it. I felt bad for Vegeta most of the time though. Like Vegeta has always been number 2. And he always tries so hard just to be number 2. And they did a really good job of character development for Vegeta. They really just kind of double down on Vegeta's Vegeta Goku dynamic and his character development. It was really well done. When Vegeta was fighting Jiren and just getting his ass pummeled, like I was almost crying. Like it was really good. Same with 17. Like surprisingly, I felt for 17. 17 was probably one of my favorite characters by the end of the Power of Tournament of Power. It was really good. They tried to also revive Gohan and try and make him OP again, which he was pretty good, but still got overshadowed by Ultra Instinct. But they used his brain, which was pretty good in the end for Gohan's character development, which is nice. Pretty cool, but like all the other side characters, like Master Roshi was a pretty good one. Tien was okay, I guess. I like Roshi's character development was good. I like that a lot. That was a good one. Yeah, I really think that was a good one. But kind of going back to the problem with the Tournament of Power is that one episode was 1 minute. Bruh. This makes Namek look like a joke. Like, it was 1 minute. Come on. Some people would literally have speeches on the bleachers that would be literally 1 minute. So it really made no sense. You just gotta go with it. But, goddamn. Another thing, too, about Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super was, like, some people would be talking, like, normal voice level, and how could they hear them? Like, Krillin would be like, oh, no, Goku's gonna have a problem. And then Goku would be like, yeah, don't worry about that, Krillin. This man's, like 5 kilometers away from you, bro. How can he hear you talking at normal level? It made no sense. People would hear each other just talking normal throughout the entire series, just like talking in normal indoor voice, and everyone could hear them from the freaking cosmos. That made no sense to me. That made no sense to me. And that's just anime logic at that point, along with the time stuff. Yeah, so honestly though, it was really good. Obviously Goku had plot armor the entire time, but it was more about, I kind of knew how everything kind of went down, but it was more about like how things would come to be, and that was the satisfying part. I would like binge it and spend hours just watching the show, because some of the episodes pacing and the way they ended it would make you just want to watch it, which is really good. I really liked Super. Aside from the animation and the power scaling is kind of dumb, overall a very enjoyable experience, and I can't wait for the next one. And now I want to go to the gym and get that Goku bod and play some Dragon Ball FighterZ. You know what I mean, guys? Let me know what you guys thought about Dragon Ball Super, and if you prefer the Japanese version of Dragon Ball or you prefer the English voice of Dragon Ball. Let me know in the comment section down below. We'll have a cool discussion about it. And that's all I can say. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the main channel for new videos every week. I actually don't know if that's going to be every week for new videos. The podcast channel here. And what's the last one? The gaming channel is my little throwaway channel. So if you want to subscribe to that, it's all going to be in the first comment down below, as well as the description. So thanks guys for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you guys next time.